Welcome to Grey County Life on Rogers TV. I'm one of your hosts, Rhonda Brown.
And I'm Mary Jane Murray, and we are joined today by our third host,
Charlie Brown, and he's actually very mellow. All things considered, yes. And all of our guests have been very lovely to say that they don't mind having a dog on set with them, so which is good, yes, because he is a lot of dog.
Well, Charlie has joined us all through the Zoom activity that we had to do through COVID and then through the winter as well. And so it's a great opportunity to have Charlie live and in person and all dressed up as well for the program. And of course, this is your favorite lifestyle magazine show on Rogers TV. And to have Charlie join us today is great. Yes. But anyway, so other than Charlie, what's new with you?
Well, not much really. I mean, I did actually go to the movies last night, which is the first time I think since COVID. And all of that business, and it was lots of fun. The nachos and cheese have not changed, thank goodness. They were just as tasty as ever. It was quiet, actually. I was surprised for a Tuesday evening, but it might have been the movie I chose because it was scary, very, very scary. But it was fun, and it was nice to get out and about. So yeah, highly recommend.
Feels normal, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Yeah, it's just one of those normal things that we took for granted.
Well, on Monday was the last show for the Galaxy movies for the Tom Thompson Art Gallery, and we get seasons tickets. And it was Living with Bill Nighy, and it was, I mean, they do an amazing job. Kim Skeen does an amazing job on choosing these films. We've been going for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. Yep. And just stunning in terms of the variety of topic areas for each of the films. And we're looking forward to next season. Yeah. But it was just great to go to the Galaxy Theatre and just watch a movie. So
that's through the art gallery, and they curate the movies that you're going to see, but they film it or they screen it up at the Galaxy.
That's right, yes. Yeah. And they have a 1 o'clock showing, a 4 o'clock showing, and a 7 o'clock showing, and they're usually all 3 showings are just filled.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's a great opportunity to feel normal again.
Yeah, what does it cost?
I don't remember.
Yeah. But it's not intrusive, obviously.
No, and it's about once a month, I think. Sometimes they have 2 in a month, depending on when they can get the theater and when they can get the movies. So.
And it's just not the typical movies that you see screened at the theater. It's special.
A lot of them are TIFF movies, but there was the Julie Garland movie with Renee Zellweger. Yep. And this was, Bill Nighy is a very famous actor, and it was very well done. Yep. So yes, you do see some theater movies, regular theater movies, but you also see a lot of the unsung movies, the TIFF movies, which is a really great variety.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
very cool.
But we have a couple of things coming up.
We do. We do. In Owen Sound, there's always something.
Well, this is the season when students are starting to think about universities and applying for universities and how to figure out how to pay for it, because of the prices are escalating. Yep. So the Community Foundation Grey Bruce on Tuesday, May the 2nd, is having a workshop for parents and students. And you do need to register through the Community Foundation Grey Bruce in order to attend. But it gives you all the bursaries and the grants and the loans, and it's very encompassing, and it really helps parents and students understand where they can access funding to help with their education.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's a great program.
It sounds like it. I didn't know about that way back when, but yeah, with kids getting ready, hopefully, to go to university. It would be wonderful. Yeah, it's definitely a great thing to draw from in our community.
Yeah, Tuesday, May the 2nd, and please register through the website. Yeah. And the other event, which I look forward to coming up every year, is the Pride Parade. Yes. And that's coming up on Saturday, June the 17th. But, you know, we really should get a guest for the Pride Parade to come on the show and tell everybody about it, because I love the way our community celebrates Pride, the Pride Parade and the Pride events. Yeah. So I think, you know, that would be a lot of fun.
It's definitely something that's still contentious out there. There's a community that just voted to not have Pride flags flown. Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I understand the idea that the municipal flags represent everybody. Our Canadian flag represents everyone, but I still think raising awareness is something that needs to be done. Hey, where are you going?
I think we have a bit of work to do in our community, just to build understanding and compassion and inclusiveness. Yeah. I mean, we are a community of people.
Yeah, we certainly are. Yeah. Everybody talks about the pendulum swinging from side to side, and are we in the extreme on the one side? But I think that's maybe something that has to happen in order to come to the middle.
Well, education.
Yeah.
And being kind to one another, I think, is really important.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, I say that all the time.
Yeah.
Especially to my grandchildren. Always be kind.
Always be kind. That's just such a basic rule to live by, and it encompasses everything, doesn't it? Yeah, even to each other.
Well, not only
in your
that,
own family home.
Oh yes, we never know what someone is going through. We don't always know the backstory, and you know, we all have good days and we all have bad days when we're not our best selves.
We certainly do, absolutely. It was a flurry of activity at my house this morning. Not just Charlie, but that's okay. Yes, but we are so happy to have Charlie in-house with us today, and we look forward to our next guest on Grey County Life on Rogers TV.
Yeah.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Think it's okay to drive high? Think again. Drug-impaired driving is as illegal as drunk driving, and in Ontario, the penalties are the same. If police suspect you're driving under the influence of drugs of any kind, or a combination of drugs and alcohol, and you fail a roadside test, your license will be suspended immediately for up to 30 days. You'll pay a penalty of $198. And you can be charged with a criminal offense of impaired driving, the same as alcohol. Driving high is never okay.
What kind of show do you want to see on Rogers TV? What interests you? Log on to rogerstv.com, fill out a show proposal, and tell us about your segment idea. We want to know what you want to see. Rogers TV, only on Rogers.
Welcome back to Grey County Life on Rogers TV, and we have a much loved guest today, Miss Mary Jane, not just Charlie.
That's right. We have Emily B, and our friend Emily B, because she has not only been a guest on our show a few times, but she was also a special guest when Rhonda and I, one summer hosted Gardening with Our Local Experts, and we actually went to Emily's property, her beautiful, beautiful gardens, and filmed an entire show. So we are very grateful to Emily for all the contributions that she's made to our community and to our show. So welcome, Emily.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Roger TV, for having me here again. I'm so grateful that I can, be here, introduce our event, our plans, and everything. Thank you.
Well, you brought these lovely displays in, and it's the first time we've had live flowers, which is lovely. So these daffodils are, and these
Pussy-willow.
I'm sorry, pardon?
It's called pussy-willow.
Oh, pussy willow.
Yes,
Oh, that's my
love
favorite.
pussy-willows,
Pussy willow.
yes.
These are from your garden?
They are from my garden. I brought them here because everyone knows I have peony collections, and these plants are so well grow together with peonies. So that's one of the reasons I like peonies. Peonies are so good in company with many plants, tulips, the spring bulbs, and also many native plants. So here you can see this one is called red bud. Red bud, one of the most beautiful native plants.
Oh, native plant. I do like that. I do like that. I've been trying to think about what I would do in my front yard with native plants, wanting things that will kind of survive on their own for the most part.
Yeah, they will be so. They are tough. They used to this area. They are going to doing well here. So I plant peonies. One of the main reasons is they are doing so well with native plants. So when you start a new garden, like you mentioned, you can start with spring bulbs in front, and then peony, and then native plants like coneflower, black-eye Susan, and they are doing very well together. And on the back, like a red buzz, tamarack. So I have tamarack here, and dogwood. They all, dramatic result if you put them together. So
The red bud. I see beautiful little red buds. What is it? A nice big green bush? Is it? What is it?
this is an amazing plant. It starts with the red bud, just like the name it is, and before the new leaf shooting out. So it's an amazing spring shrub, or small tree.
Of a small tree. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are really pretty.
And you also have this wonderful bouquet of dried flowers. And there's something special about the peonies in the dried flowers.
Yes, so that's another reason I like peonies. So peonies is not only good in fresh arrangement, it's also good for dried bouquet. So many people knows roses are good for dried dry flowers, but I want to let you know peonies is good too. It's good too, very good in natural dried. So like these ones, I have peonies, I have black-eye Susan, I have lavenders, hydrangea, and even native ones like wild one, teasel.
They're very, very pretty when they're dried like that. They add a lot of interest.
Yes, and hydrangea and some herbs and the willows give you the flow. So you can put them together and look still good. So as a garden lover, I hope to extend the plants, their life stage, not only the blooming time, also, in the end season, you can still enjoy them.
Yeah. I know that some flower petals are edible. Is a peony like that?
I guess so. Peony is edible.
Oh,
There you go.
oh dear.
As a matter of fact, peony is also, for long history, peony is good in medicine area.
Oh.
So
Really?
Oh.
Well, do you know what would it treat, or what would you use it for? Do you remember?
peony has a 1,000 years history in Asia. Peony are favored plants in Asia, especially China, Japan. Peony is also favorite in European, loved by North America. So at the medicine area, I think the roots, people like
For
grand,
tea?
for tea or medicine purpose.
Yeah. I guess a lot of plants that we have no idea. You walk by them so many times and just think it's just pretty to look at, but it actually has medicinal values and lots of uses that we are not aware of.
Yeah, so I like grow peony. Another reason is other than pretty, it's also one of the earliest
Bloomers.
plants in bloom.
Yeah.
So it gave provide food for insects, for bees, butterflies. So
everybody into the garden.
it's a kind of eco-friendly plant because it's the earliest bloom stage compared with many other plants. So that's another reason I like to grow that.
Oh. And you have about 300 varieties of peonies. But what we want to get to is your special event that's coming up in June at your property. So please, look at the pictures. There we are.
Yeah, what a stunning
Ginkgo
garden.
footprint.
Yes, it's kind of crazy. We start with one, and then we couldn't stop it. And today, we got 3+ varieties of peonies, plus many other perennials, especially native ones. We are trying to make our garden not just for, a home for us, but also for wildlife. So that's that's our passion for. Yes, we do open our garden once a year in mid-June. Actually, this year is June 17th. So it's it's the day we open to public, to the community, together with our vendors, some local artists, and also Gray County master gardeners.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there'll be a lot of activity on that day. So that's on June the 17th?
That's right.
Do we need to get tickets ahead of time?
No, it's a free event, but we do appreciate if you could donate like a $5 each adopt. And we like to use all the donations back to our garden, make it better, or contribute a bit to our community.
Yeah.
So
amazing.
Well, I was there last year. It was chilly in the morning. It warmed up as we went through the day. But the vendors are all lined all the way down the driveway. You know how long the driveway is?
Yep.
And they were full of vendors, all kinds of artists, crafts. Did I see honey or maple syrup?
Yes,
or,
yes.
Ooh, yes.
We got all sorts of vendors. It's kind of a local created, local grow. And this year, as I mentioned, Gray County master gardeners will be on site, not only do their like a gardening clinic, answer your question. They are going to do a demonstration on how to divide peony roots and how to grow peonies.
Yeah.
And this year we also have GB Arts on site, and they are going to introduce their art plus a workshop for arts and for adults and children. So lots of to see and to do that day.
That is going to be a fabulous day.
And it's all day from 9 till 4.
Yep.
So you can come, first thing in the morning, spend, a couple of hours doing it, or you can come later in the day, depending. Now, because everything is outside, you have a rain date.
Yes, the rain date will be Sunday, same time. And since last year, I should say that, since last year, we start to open my studio, the art studio inside. Mm-hmm. So we are going to do that again this year. So it should be fun. Mm-hmm. And because COVID, we stopped doing handcraft on site. But this year, we will bring that back. Nice. So it's a free, and we provide materials, and you can go there and make your own peony paper, like a handcraft. Oh, wow. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, there was a lot of people because there was such this great variety of activities for all ages at the gardens. So. But Emily is quite the artist as well.
Yes.
Well, I've seen your work at Gray Gallery a number of times, and you work with a special kind of style.
Thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm member, I'm art member of Owen Sound Artist Corp. Southampton Art Gallery. And right now I still have a couple pieces at Meaford Gray Gallery. Mm-hmm. So yes, my style, like ink on rice paper, is called 水墨. It's like ink washing. That's my main style. But recent years, I also branch out to acrylic. Mm-hmm. I like both mediums. Mm-hmm. So, but in my garden, my plants, birds, and local scenic really inspired me. So you can see my art got influenced by those.
Oh, yeah.
I would think that the acrylic is much more forgiving than the first
ink washing?
Ink washing. I just imagine that as being, it's a light touch, and one mistake you can't fix, whereas with acrylic you can kind of go in there and tweak it a little bit. Am I wrong?
You are right. You are absolutely right. So ink washing is the style I'm like is the one I'm focused on is fast and loose. So that once the brush go away, you'd better not go back.
Yes.
Lots of practice, but it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I was at the artist co-op shopping with my granddaughter, and I said to her, pick something out for your sister, and a little something out for your sister. And we went over to the cards, and I said, this is my friend Emily B, and this is the little cards that and so Sloan picked out a little card with a picture of a dog on it, and for her sister, so that she could write a note in it. And I emailed you and told you the picture, and it was of your dog.
Oh, thank you. Yes. I'm so grateful. So portrait pets is another one kind of my art as well. So really thankful. Like right now, North Heritage Pet Hospital. I work with them, so give the love to the pets.
So do
there.
portraits for people of their pets.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Charlie. Cover your ears. I know I haven't had them done yet, but I guess I should, shouldn't I?
Oh, Charlie, nice to meet you. You're so great.
It's like he knows what we're talking about. Charlie, you are such a suck up. Come on. Yeah, we will have to get your portrait done. I think that would be lovely. You know, I imagine that would be very special for people when they've got pets.
It's very special. I feel so grateful too that my art can bring back a good memory to people, bring love to their owner.
Now, question with your gardens, because I know I kind of worry about having vegetables growing in my garden and having this guy in my yard and disturbing my plants. Do you have, are peonies safe for dogs? Is there anything in your garden that I would need to worry about with a pet?
No, as far as I know, I don't have that problem so far. So peony should be good. Not
we want it to be pet friendly.
Well, it's the other critters that I'm concerned about, and I can't grow tulips on my property anymore because as soon as I plant the bulbs, the squirrels. Well, the squirrels will eat the flowers, and I think it's the chipmunks that dig up all the bulbs and eat the bulbs.
Rearrange your garden beds for you.
So this little chipmunk was actually sitting on the rock with all these bulbs sitting at its feet, munching away, looking at me, saying, "I got here first."
Thanks for the snack. I'll be back later. Oh my goodness.
So I only plant daffodils now.
Thank you. So. Yeah, I just want to say this year is the ninth avenue for our garden open house. It's called Among the Peonies. We couldn't make it so far without all the support from our community, from all the local groups, local people as well. So
supporting the garden.
Yeah, just for us, just so grateful. Thank you all. Thank you.
Well, it'll be exciting to have master gardeners out there to show some demonstrations about how to divide peonies, because I would imagine that is something that you'd want to be careful. Yeah.
So looking forward to see everyone there.
Yeah.
Well, I think also too, your website, to go to your website to check out all the other things that you do at your gardens as well. So your website is?
GinkgoFootprints.com. Yeah, you can see all our vendors, artists list there.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, it'll be a lovely day, and we hope that the weather cooperates this year for all the vendors and the artists and crafts and things, because it's going to be a busy day. But we thank you so much, Emily, for coming today.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, we will be back after these messages with more Grey County Life on Rogers TV.
Greg. My name means everything.
Tom Longboats.
I am Wolf Clan, Onondaga Nation. I've run many different races. I've run to survive and to be free. I've run to win for honor.
His people might be lazy, but this one's damn fast.
My people respected our runners, people who carried important messages from village to village.
I need a guide to the next post. Dispatch carrier, sir. I can get you there.
God sakes, man, slow down. Who do you think I am, Tom Longboat?
No, sir. I am.
Running makes me feel alive. It's everything.
Tom Longboat was the first Indigenous person to win the Boston Marathon. He ran his way to international fame and became an inspiration to generations of athletes.
Hi, I'm David Sherman, host of Politically Speaking. Join me for my next show, where Dave Carr will be talking with Owen Sound Mayor Ian Boddy. Politically Speaking on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Grey County Life on Rogers TV. I'm one of your hosts, Rhonda Brown.
And I'm Mary J. Murray, and because we have 3 special guests with us today, Charlie Brown is offset.
Waiting impatiently, believe us. Yeah.
We're really, really fortunate to have these guests today because they're from the Young Company, and that's the Owen Sound Little Theatre Young Company that encourages young people to get involved in theater production. And we have Grace McCrae, who is the musical theater person, leader of the pack. Woo. And we have Amelia Suter.
Almost.
Who is a character in their production, so she's an actor. And we have Liam Kuzdak, who is also an actor, and in the theater production is a specific character. We're going to learn more about that in a minute. But Grace, why don't you start us off by telling us about the Young Company and your role in it and the mission, like why you got started?
Sure. So the Young Company was started to help invest in our kids and get them involved in the theater community. It's a really wonderful thing for kids. It does so many things. It helps them become more social, learn to work as part of a group, develops different parts of their brain. It's really interesting how much theater can affect children.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it builds confidence and stage presence and a lot of skills. Like, these are life skills that will help you as you grow into, colleges or post-secondary school and into the workforce and into adulthood.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, I myself started out in a theater group when I was young, and I ended up doing some work professionally, so that was a really interesting path.
Oh.
Well, I know I've seen you on stage, and you're amazing, so I can imagine everybody's learning a lot from you, most definitely.
Yeah, I love working with the kids. It's so much fun.
Yeah. Well, we did ask, some of the adults from the Owen Sound Little Theatre, some of the directors, and we said, well, who was easiest to work with, the adults or the kids? No comment. They wouldn't tell us.
Oh, the kids are really great to work with. And I think sometimes it is easier to work with them than it is the adults, to be honest.
So we have Amelia here, and Amelia, you're part of a production. Tell us a little bit about that.
Willy Wonka?
Yes.
Yeah, not the other one, not anything right now, but Willy Wonka, I'm Grandpa Joe. Do you want me to talk about?
Sure.
Yeah, of course. Grandpa Joe is a sweet, silly guy who just loves his grandson and loves Willy Wonka's chocolate. Yeah, I'm just really, really excited to portray that character on stage because I've done a lot of sweet I've done a lot, but I'm really excited for this one, and I'm excited to bring Grandpa Joe to the stage
and how long have you been with the Young Company?
Specifically with I've been doing it. I started around fourth grade. I'm in 10th grade now. And I've just kind of been doing stuff with the Roxy and a bunch of other programs and everything, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, and this is what I want to do. This is my future. I'm hoping.
Oh,
awesome.
Wow!
So, what are some of the things that you've done?
Like for specifically Willy Wonka, or like
previous.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I started in a. It was a school musical, and one of I played the evil witch, pretty sure. But I was told to join Sandcastle Theater, so I did, and that was pretty cool. That was more experience, more everything. Got me more open to the whole environment of theater, and but I really got into it when I started doing it with Grace and Lacey. The summer before last summer, we did One Love a little like complication of a bunch of like songs and performances, and that's when I really started to truly get involved and really find that that's who I am, you know?
Awesome.
And I've just been going since then.
And Liam, tell us about your experience. You're a little bit younger than Amelia, so how did you get started, and kind of at what age did you get started?
Well, I started acting when I think it was 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I started doing it in like school productions at my school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and my music teacher, she was a really good teacher. And
what's her name?
Joyce McConnell.
Joyce McConnell. We like to do shout outs here, man. Yeah, absolutely. Go Joyce, you're obviously doing something right.
Yeah. So I did a couple of roles. I did like a cowboy speaking part in a play called Jonas Druthers.
Mm-hmm.
It's about cowboys, I guess. And we actually did a production not too long ago. It was a Christmas production. It was called All About That Baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a couple solos in it.
Wow.
Okay.
Were you nervous?
Extremely, yes.
Yes, but you did it.
Yeah, I did.
Good for you. It is kind of scary those first few times, but I think, you know, Amelia will agree that once you've done it a few times, you start to relax and you just really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your part in Willy Wonka?
I am Charlie Bucket.
Charlie. Oh, very exciting, yes.
So tell us about Charlie. I don't know the full story of Willy Wonka. You probably do, but I don't. Tell us about Charlie.
Well, Charlie is a nice guy, and sometimes he's a bit shy, but yeah.
He wins a contest.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
He wins a golden ticket and a chocolate bar.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and goes to the factory and wins that. So, pretty cool.
Very cool.
So is Charlie one of like, I know in theater productions there's kind of the main characters and then there's the supporting characters. Is Charlie one of the main characters?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so you're really getting your feet wet by doing a lot. Now you mentioned that you had a couple of solos. Was that in your previous experience? Was that singing solos or monologues?
Singing solos.
Okay, so you are really developing multi-talents here.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you see this as going forward with your life?
Yeah, I really like acting. It's pretty fun.
Oh, is that right? Are you thinking of branching out at some point?
Maybe. I don't know yet.
Yeah. You've got a lot of life to live yet, I think, in terms of choosing your path going forward. Yeah. And there's Grace, there's something about summer camps.
Yeah, so that's one of the programs we do. So we have a few different things we do with the Young Company. We do a summer camp and a March break camp. As well, we do a training program called Act 1 and Act 2, in which the kids can learn about all different facets of theater, both behind the scenes and on stage. And then we also do our production.
Okay. And so, is there registration ongoing at this point for the camps?
So for the summer camp, we are pretty much booked up already, but there might be a few spots left if you're lucky, and you can find that on the Roxy website.
Age range?
We go from about 8 to about 18.
Oh, I see. Now, is that divided? Like you have a younger camp and an older camp?
That's right. So we do two-week segments to kind of keep everyone balanced out.
And so tell us about the dates and the times for Willy Wonka, because people, I'm sure, will want to get tickets for this.
So Willy Wonka is over Mother's Day weekend.
Oh.
So we have a 7:30 show on the 12th and the 13th, and then a 2 p.m. show on the 13th and the 14th.
Oh, so it's an afternoon production, which is lovely to get out, and then an evening production as well.
That's right.
And so, Amelia, when you have to do several shows, How does that build the momentum? Like how do you keep it fresh every single time?
I think it's just part of what your job is to be. You gotta keep it going, keep it fresh, because part of being an actor is like you're embodying, a different, you're not yourself, so you kind of gotta keep pushing on, and it's helpful when you have a lot of adrenaline in you to just keep going, because last year we did Matilda, and that was so many shows, but it's actually really fun, really thrilling.
Oh, good.
I think there was a huge demand last year for Matilda, wasn't there?
Yes.
Yeah, amazing.
So Liam, how do you keep your momentum going? I mean, you're carrying with Charlie Bucket. You're kind of carrying as a main character. How do you keep that going?
Well, I'm not sure.
Guess we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of live entertainment like that, is, the interaction between the audience and the performers and with each other on the stage. It's very dynamic. I mean, we do the same thing here with the show, and you
so fun.
And do you find that working with your cast members keeps up your energy?
Yes, it does. Like, a lot of them are really nice people, and also exciting people. So, yeah.
So you really have a sense of community when you start a production?
Yeah.
Yeah. And being supportive of each other. Yeah. Does anybody ever forget their lines?
Liam, you're in good company because I forget stuff all the time, all the time. How many people are in this production, in the Willy Wonka production?
So on stage we have a group of 30, so it's quite a large cast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's going to be a mix of adults and children?
So just children in this production.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so the youngest is about 7 and our oldest is 17.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
She's actually going to be 18 this week.
This week?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, which is exciting.
It is. Birthday celebrations in order. Absolutely. Yeah.
This is really awesome in the sense of the age range, because not only do you have different ages, but you have different experiences and different skill sets that are brought to the production.
Yeah, and the older ones really become leaders for the younger ones, I think. It's really interesting to watch how they interact. When you're part of a cast, it's like being part of a family. Everyone becomes very close and you learn to rely on each other.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Got to be a lot of trust there.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you're vulnerable. You're very vulnerable on the stage. Yeah. Wow.
So I see the expression, Liam, on your face when we talked about that, but you seem to be able to master that as a character.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe that's the momentum, is the fact that you love what you're doing.
I do.
Yeah. Well, we're probably going to be seeing you in future productions, both of you. You are thinking of making this into a career, and Liam is just wanting to do more in theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get all that experience behind you. Wow.
Grace, do you enjoy directing? Do you like being behind the scenes as well? Or?
I really enjoy both. Directing is a lot of fun, but I do miss being on the stage. I haven't had a lot of opportunity to do that because I've been teaching for quite a while, so that takes up a lot of my time. But I am looking forward to getting back on stage.
That would be awesome. We'd like to see that for sure.
Wow. And so, because there are so many young people wanting to become involved in the young company, how is it expanding?
So we're creating more programming all the time, and we're looking into what we can do to accept more kids, because it's so hard when so many try to sign up and you have to say no. Yeah. I know for me directing it was really difficult because we had so many kids come out and audition and they were wonderful. It was really hard to make those decisions, but we do have a lot of different programs going on so everyone can get their hand in somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
And part of the camps, are you teaching from the sort of like the ground up in terms of lighting, set design, costumes, makeup? Does everybody get a chance to dabble in all of those areas?
So that's more what our Act 1 and Act 2 is for. For the summer camp, usually we have a production that we put on and we work through that throughout the camp.
Everybody together.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a part, everyone does something. Occasionally we have a couple kids who say, you know what, I don't really want to be on stage, I'd rather do something behind the scenes, and that's totally fine. We accommodate for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. As a kid, I always wanted to step back and watch how everything all played out before I dipped my toe in the water, so to speak. So giving children that opportunity to I want to see the big picture before I move on stage. So if you, Amelia and Liam, had a choice, so you weren't going to be an actor, what other part would you want to become engaged with behind the scenes? Is there something that you're interested in?
I'd be happy, honestly, with anything. I've done, I did stage managing one time for this was a bit ago, but it was, we took it to the Blythe Drama Festival, and it was for our school drama club, and I was stage manager, and it was a really, really, really cool and interesting and fun experience because I'd never really been behind the scenes, and I do prefer being on stage, but I honestly would be happy being involved with anything related to theater, honestly.
Yeah.
And Liam, do you have a choice as to what you would like to do if you weren't on stage? What other?
I would probably want to be like a set designer.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, because I like designing things and building things, and it'd just be really fun to do it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would say the Roxy has got a good pool of talent here, so I hope you stick around, and we can't wait to see you guys on stage on Mother's Day weekend. And the tickets, I would think, down at the Roxy?
Yes, and you can get them at the Roxy website as well.
Okay, fantastic. What a great way to spend Mother's Day weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on today. We're looking forward to watching everything for sure. Do you have any little sign off that we can do there, Liam, from Charlie to the fans?
Not really.
Yeah, I put you on the spot there, buddy. I'm sorry. I was thinking, I know I love chocolate, and I think that it's going to be a fabulous weekend, and can't wait to see you guys on the stage.
So we have Transform Tree and Shrub Care. We have Treehouse Children's Clothing, as well as Boston Pizza.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Lovely viewers, it's your host of On the Couch, Antoine El-Hashim, reminding you to tune in for every episode of Season 9 of the longest running and most loved local queer talk show on Rogers TV. Check it out.
Today, I helped a parent feed their family by connecting them to a food program.
Today, I helped someone connect with mental health supports.
Today, I helped a couple struggling to pay their bills access financial aid.
Every day, 211 navigators connect Canadians to critical government and community programs and services.
211. Help starts here.
Hi, I'm Lois Taylor. And I'm Diane Austin. And we're with It's Happening Here with Lois and Diane. And we're in downtown Owen Sound. Beautiful downtown Owen Sound. Nice sunny day.
Yes, we have lots of exciting things coming for you this fall.
We have anything from going to Rintoul's Pools and Spas. We're going to be going to Popeyes. We're actually going to be going to Treasure Hunt. There's so many things that businesses we're going to be seeing.
We look forward to seeing you all.
Come and join us on It's Happening Here on Rogers TV.
Don't forget to tune in to Grey County Life on Rogers TV next week.
We're going to be talking to Richard E. Sadowski about angel wings.
Welcome back to Grey County Life on Rogers TV. I'm one of your hosts, Rhonda Brown.
And Mary Jane Murray. And our guest today is Ozzy, along with Renee.
Ozzy.
Yeah,
And
Ozzy.
adorable Adoptables.
There we are.
Good boy.
He's gorgeous. He's
Ozzy.
very handsome boy.
Good. That's
Love
perfect.
the name.
Thank you. I didn't name him. He came with the name. Ozzy is an owner surrender. Unfortunately, he is a 10-month-old pup. So he's full of beans, super social, loves everyone, loves dogs and cats and all people. He's just full of beans, which is totally expected at this point of your life.
It is.
The good news is, as an owner surrender, we have his history. So we know where he's been, we know what he's been up to, we know what he's been around. So the new owners will have all of that history, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
He is very well house trained, he is crate trained, he is good on a leash, although he's not presenting the best for that right now. He is, I promise, good on a leash. Very excited about making a TV debut, I think.
Yes. We can't blame him.
Right?
I mean, Rogers TV.
Right?
Hello. Who isn't excited?
He is a lab and shepherd, and I do believe he is as tall as he's going to be. You're just going to probably get a little bit fatter. Hi, lovey. Which is okay. He has his vaccines up to date now. He's not yet neutered, and we have to talk about that because he is available for adoption under the pretense that you're going to get him fixed, and otherwise we're going to wait it out until he gets his appointment for his neuter. We'd love to see him go home and not have to wait that out. Oh, please don't break things down. Hi. Hi.
Can you come over here?
Yeah. You want to go over there? Oh,
Ozzy.
Here
Ozzy,
I go.
Look here. Look here. Hi. Ooh. Everybody likes treats.
She's got one cookie. This is gonna last, buddy. Just lick it. Just licking is all you get.
Yeah, watch my fingers. Watch my fingers.
He would absolutely love a home with another dog. I can imagine them playing and playing and playing and playing for hours. And boy, that would do you a favor if your other dog has the same energy level, because less walks are required in that case. Especially if you have a fenced yard or a big area for him to run. Good boy. That's much better. Now they can see you behaving.
Oh, he's a handsome fella. He's very smart.
We just need 50
He's
more
very
cookies.
smart. Yeah. What is it they say? That's food motivated.
Food motivated. Yes, he is.
Oh, and he's got the food
He's
now.
got it. Oh no, now what are we going to do?
Pass me that, Mary Jane.
Quick, get the crumbs.
Grab the pound. Here we go.
This has been quite the show.
You never know how it's going to go. Remember that hound that one time that barked the whole time? That was awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, at least he's not barking.
But eventually they all find their forever home.
They sure do, and I'm really hoping that his is coming around the corner real fast for him. The longer these high-energy dogs spend at the shelter, the harder it gets on them emotionally because they're not letting that energy out as much as they should. We are still accepting dog walkers. We've had a few calls about that. We should mention it because if you're looking and you're like, I love this dog, but I can't commit to this dog, come and walk them. That would certainly make us happy too.
That's good to know.
Yeah, we're taking dog walkers again. In saying that, we are recommending people, call us before they come because we have absolutely no idea what we're going to have on any given day. We can book you in, especially weather changes too this time of year. The dogs don't want to be out if it's 30 degrees for long walks, and they don't want to be out if it's freezing cold. Hi, where are we going? Hi. Hi. There you are. He says, I don't know where I'm going.
So is this like dog season now? Are we finished with cat season?
Well, normally this would be cat season. Cats are down, which we talked about before. It's weird. I don't know why. I'm hoping it means that cats are reducing in the world, but probably not. It might just be delayed. And we are seeing an influx in dogs. Interestingly, spring season, because they're running, they're doing dog stuff. Please make sure your pet is wearing identification so we can call you if that happens. Oh, you still have a piece of cookie in your mouth.
Snack for later.
I can smell it. I can smell it. Good boy. So definitely make sure your pet is wearing a piece of identification. Make sure you know where they are at all times because they're out adventuring right now. So we are seeing an increase. Right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. You busy fellow. Yes. Who did we have last week? Because I forget.
You had 3 kittens.
Thank you. All gone. I meant to tell you that. Your hair is now in my mouth also. They got adopted. We are out of kittens, but in saying that, 'tis that time of the year, so it could change at any time. And with the increase in dogs too, if you're looking for something smaller, bigger, different, call me. It is the best way to find something. We had somebody send us a message yesterday because I posted one of those kittens as adopted, and they said, gee, I had no idea I had kittens. Well, sorry. Call me if you're looking for something. Don't wait. If Ozzy is not the dog you're looking for, but or maybe this type, a little older, a little younger, call me. It changes, and sometimes you don't know what you think you want. We can help you with that. We are, we know all of these dogs quite well. For example, I'm not going to recommend this guy for an apartment. Sorry. You know, we know them quite well. Sometimes just trusting, hi, our advice is a good way to go. He's coming back.
Well, I know that you really are very conscientious about your adopting out your animals. And making sure that they're going to good homes or to the appropriate home.
Come on back around this way. The idea, hi handsome, is to find you a place you're going to stay happily ever after and not get yourself in any trouble and not end up coming back, right?
And so potential pet parents, I believe they're called now.
Yes.
Can come and visit a few times before they make a decision.
We absolutely want you to do that. And if you have another dog at home, I want you to bring it in. I want them to meet. If you have an extended family, it's probably better to visit when the whole family is there. There's nothing worse than getting the dog home and finding out it didn't really work out the way you wanted. And then you've got a situation, especially if they're dog on dog or dog in person, and you're like, oh gosh, we got a situation. And then it's not good for any of us. So we want you to be absolutely sure. We want to be absolutely sure that it works out. Gosh, you need a good run. Is your lip bleeding? Your lip is bleeding. You've bit your lip.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Close your mouth.
Dear.
Close your mouth. Close your mouth.
There you go. Look at that.
There we are.
Oh dear.
There we are.
He's an excited guy, but he's young, and he is absolutely beautiful, and we've seen how smart he is. He's a very smart boy.
He is, except that he's bit his tongue. It's your tongue. Could you lick that?
Oh my goodness.
He's got a handsome, handsome face with the little brown eyebrows and the little dimply things at the side there. He's quite sweet.
Do you need to go to the bathroom and get that taken care of, my friend? Yeah, close your mouth. That would be better.
Does this help?
Well,
I mean, for you.
Well, it's okay. It's okay.
He is gorgeous.
Can you lick that for me? Yeah. Well, you're settled now. You're probably like, holy mackerel, my tongue is bleeding. Oh, sorry, dude. Oh, did you bunk your own tongue? That wasn't the smartest. That wasn't the smartest.
That's all right. He'll be fine.
Always TV is different.
Yeah, always.
You're
always.
welcome.
We love
You're
it. Well, we hope you have a fabulous week, and I have a feeling Ozzy's going to find the right place because he's so handsome.
It stopped.
And he's a sweet guy. He's a very sweet guy. We will see you next week on Rogers TV with Grey County Life and more adorable adoptables with Renee, and we'll check back to see how Ozzy's doing.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
It was John's graduation. We were so proud. We all got together for a picnic. That's when we heard coming from the radio. So we stopped and we listened. It helped us get to safety. That's why when I think of John, because now he has a real future to look forward to.
For 25 years, you've been helping to make our roads safer by doing the right thing. You've been the designated driver, you've stayed over, called home, you've called a cab or a friend, and planned ahead. Let's keep doing the right thing.